y'all. This is March 2nd. It's my second recorded video. Good news, I did not have to re-record. I think I maybe conquered that little nasty perfectionism issue I have. Hi, Lola. Hi. Lola will make cameos at times. I guess it's easier now to both post here on YouTube, and maybe I can grow a YouTube following or something. Try to save the world. It's all I ever done. So who am I? Well, my name is Shauna Hampton, the last of the Hamptons, of the famous Hamptons of the Carolinas on my paternal side. But my maternal side is from Texas, and it goes way back. There are names on buildings down in Galveston, Texas, and from that area. But I actually ended up growing up, well, the first 9 years of my life was up here in Oklahoma, in a cult, actually right there, Hollis, tiny one stoplight town. We were in the Cult of Church of Christ, and then my mom went and did a little nursing thing down Fort Worth and cried to her parents and told them everything. And then my big football player grandfather came and rescued us. I was being hidden on a pig farm in here somewhere. I don't really know where. I can't remember. Couldn't find it when I went and looked for it last year. Anyway, so forward. Then I had a little stint for about 6 months in high school over in Florida. Came back. But my dad, who was in Huntsville at one time, prison guard, went back into the military doing some other things, ended up marrying someone from Mississippi. That's Louisiana, the Mississippi's right over here. Anyway, but he's originally from Georgia, which is where my mom met my dad in Georgia, over in Cobb County, when she moved from Conroe for her dad's business that kind of went bunk after a couple of years, and they came back to Fort Worth, and he started a business. He owned an apartment complex. Anyway, well, I mean, it was a tiny one, like, anyway, it's like, think 50210 or something. Is that it? No, what was that? It's just a little apartment complex. Anyway, so that 6 months where I was in Florida, I got certified as scuba dive. That's where I wanted to go become a marine biologist. I don't think anybody thought I was college bound from Crowley High School, because I had entered into the work study program instead of graduating early. Anyway, so then I go to Galveston ultimately. Some classes up here at College Station. I did register at College Station, but their marine campus was in Galveston, where I studied marine biology. And my first job after college was serving as a science diver here in the Gulf of Mexico for NOAA Fisheries. And then started teaching at Galveston Ball High, and then got a wild hair to go overseas. And someone gave this shirt to me as a gift, and I still have it. This was in my daughter was less than a year old in her first passport photo. Had to hold her like this. My mother-in-law said we were turning our children into terrorist bait. But the colonel, who I did call to ask for advice, given he had served in Iraq and the military and so forth, and asked him about it, because I was a little nervous. I hadn't planned on going to the Middle East. It wasn't it wasn't the highest on my list. I was looking more towards Europe. I was really hoping to, I don't know, history. I wanted to study history in Europe at that time, but I ended up studying history and religion on all of my own in the Middle East, where I lived for 6 years in the Sultanate of Oman. Beautiful country. Experienced some crises there. The Arab Spring. The Sultan at the time, he was widely known as a benevolent sultan, unlike the Iranian Ayatollah. Iran has never been occupied in the history of the whole Persia, like since humanity began, never been occupied. And They're not about to start now. Shia Muslims. In Oman, they're more the Ibadi Muslims, which is a different sect of more progressive, for lack of a better word. I didn't have to wear a head covering. In fact, women could pretty much wear what they wanted, but out of respect, it was advised that we had our shoulders covered and down to our knees, which was easy for me to do. I could drive, shop, go on adventures with other just women. Job's tomb is in this country. I visited it when we traveled to visit Salah in the south. I've been to Musandam, where the American military base is located. One of them. It's well known. It's not like I'm giving up state secrets or anything. Picked up. You can see up there all those little white, they're little spirals. They're the opercle covers of a mollusk, which is an underwater sea slug. People make jewelry into them. I have some jewelry that someone made there. Sea life is beautiful. An oil tanker leak is currently happening as we speak. Qatar has shut down its natural gas production because of being attacked by Iran, which is the fear, which has, you know, all of these Middle Eastern countries we just stabbed in the back. They had allied themselves with us for protection against Iran because they are a little bit more of an extreme way of thinking. That's why their citizens were rising up. And the Ayatollah, they had killed thousands of them. But now the top three are dead with no plan. It's just like, you're welcome. Fix it yourself. Fuck you. Oh, that sounds like a grand plan, you dumb shit. Jesus. Oh, what the fuck, y'all? I can't spend too much time. Like, I haven't tallied up. And even if I were to try to tally up all the people that I know in the Middle East and various Middle Eastern countries right now that are being harmed by our bullshittery, allowing a malignant narcissist who is insane and never going to change, it will get worse because he's all over the Epstein files. Get it to fucking together, people. Impeach, convict, remove. All of them now. Thanks. Namaste. Get out there and make good trouble. Peace.